Hey everybody, and welcome to Motivational Monday, where you can learn how simple shifts in your habits can lead to profound results in the way that you feel and in the way that you look. Today we're talking about migraines. So if you suffer from migraines, you definitely want to stay tuned because we're going to be talking about what foods you should be avoiding, what you should be including, and what supplements you might want to consider to help you manage this very painful condition. Migraines happen to many people. They're debilitating headaches that can often affect your vision, and if you've had them, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But food plays an enormous role in the activation of these headaches. So I want to go through with you certain foods you should be eliminating or considering eliminating if you suffer from migraines. Anyone who suffers from a migraine has likely been told that they should avoid tyramine-containing foods. So these are foods that are aged. So aged cheeses, fermented foods, beer, wine. These foods have tyramine, which can trigger the onset of a migraine. But what doctors often overlook or do not address with their patients is the possibility of having a food sensitivity that could also be triggering your migraine. There are some foods that are common allergens, and these allergens are things like gluten, so wheat products and things that contain gluten like barley and rye and spelt. Also dairy products. In addition to just aged cheeses, dairy in general could be triggering your migraine. Peanuts, corn, soy, sometimes citrus fruits. So it depends on you and what your body is reacting to. So what you might want to do to find out what it is that you might have a problem with is to keep a symptom diary. Every time you have a migraine, write down what you've eaten that day or the night before and see if there's a commonality that you can find. If you're still unsure, if you've done that and it still feels kind of helter-skelter and you're not quite sure what food you're reacting to, then perhaps periodically give up one food. So start with gluten, give that up for a month, see what happens. Then give up dairy for a month, see what happens with that. So experiment and see if you can pinpoint what food sensitivity might be aggravating your migraines, and then once you've identified that, eliminate that from your diet. Suggestion number 2. Avoid alcohol in general if you suffer from migraines, especially if they're really, really bad, because not only does wine, for example, and beer contain tyramine, but also alcohol is very dehydrating, which can trigger a migraine attack. Additionally, alcohol depletes magnesium in your body, which is a nutrient that's really beneficial for helping relaxing smooth muscle and help prevent and treat a migraine. So avoiding alcohol, if they're very debilitating, would be suggestion number 2. Suggestion number 3, avoid artificial sweeteners. So if you use a lot of Splenda or Sweet and Low or any of these other artificial sweeteners, that might be the reason for your migraines. I have to tell you that when I was in pharmacy school, I used to drink a lot of diet soda and I started developing really bad headaches. And when I gave up the artificial sweeteners, the headaches went away. And I've seen this across the board with a lot of people. Artificial sweeteners can affect your neurological system and absolutely trigger an inflammatory response that can trigger a migraine. So if you drink a lot of those or eat a lot of those, consider eliminating them from your diet. Suggestion number 4 is look into supplementing magnesium into your diet. So magnesium is a mineral that helps with blood flow, so it will help with the prevention of the migraine. It also helps to relax your smooth muscle tissue, so it helps with inflammation in the body. You should be taking it, if you're going to use this as a treatment for your migraines, absolutely first discuss it with your healthcare practitioner, but be mindful of the fact that magnesium can help loosen bowel function. So if you're already prone to diarrhea, this would not be a good supplement for you to try. If you have normal healthy bowel function, or if you're constipated, then magnesium might be something to consider, and take it to bowel tolerance every night before you go to sleep. But again, discuss it with your healthcare practitioner. Suggestion number 5 would be to take CoQ10. CoQ10 is also known as ubiquinol, and ubiquinol exists in every single cell of your body and plays an enormous role in energy production. So it helps you with energy levels, it helps protect your heart, it helps prevent cancer. It's a powerful antioxidant, and the way it helps migraines, it helps to reduce the amount of attacks that happen, migraine attacks, over the course of a month or however often you have them. So including CoQ10 might be a good suggestion for you, but again, discuss it with your healthcare practitioner. Suggestion number 6, consider taking Feverfew. Feverfew is an herb that helps to reduce inflammation in the body, and it also helps prevent histamine release. So histamine is an allergic response that might be happening from some of the foods that you're eating that might be triggering the migraine. Feverfew has been shown to be very successful in helping to prevent migraines. But again, talk to your healthcare practitioner before you include that in your diet. Suggestion number 7 is considering taking Butterbur. This is another nutrient, another supplement that can reduce inflammation and help reduce the amount of migraine attacks that you get per month. So consider using Butterbur. And then lastly, which should always be firstly, consider adopting a whole foods diet, because the more whole foods you eat, the more you eat things as they exist in nature, the less foods that you'll be eating that have potential allergens to them, potential sensitivities to them. So just by making that dietary change, you might save yourself a lot of money in having to buy supplements or make any other changes in your diet. So adopting a whole foods diet would be suggestion number 8. As with everything, and this is the way I approach my patients as well, always address your diet first. Supplements, if you use them without addressing your diet, are like taking medications just to put band-aids on the problem without addressing the fundamental issue. If there's something that is triggering a migraine, there is something that you're taking in on a regular basis that's promoting inflammation in your body. And that's not only bad for migraines, it's bad for your health overall, because inflammation is the precursor to disease. So before you take any supplementation ever, any medication ever, unless you have to because your doctor has told you so, consider making your dietary changes first, see how you feel, and then fill in the gaps with any vitamins that you might need after that. So I hope you like this video, and if you suffer from migraines, I'm sure you have a story to tell and an experience with some of these suggestions that might be useful to other people who are watching this video. So if you have a comment, come on over to BarbaraMendezNutrition.com and make your comment there so that other viewers can benefit from your experience. You can also sign up for my mailing list there, and once you do, you will automatically get emails from me every Monday with either a video or a written blog with some inspirational or motivational tip to help move you closer to your health goals. You can follow me on Facebook or Twitter, and if you have a friend that suffers from migraines, please forward this video to them so that they can benefit from the information as well. Thanks so much, everybody. Have an awesome Monday. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.